Moderation. Sorry, it's going on subscribers for 5 minutes. Sorry. Sorry. Okay, so I don't even know if anybody's gonna show up. I also don't know if anybody can even hear me. So I guess I'll wait for a second. Uh, maybe screw with oh no, I don't want that. That's weird. And don't no. Oh, thanks. Hello. Hi. No, I didn't get a haircut. I dyed my hair. Sorry. Okay, a bit of not that. Hello, Bob Cox. Hello, Dream Date Charlie. What's up, Kate and Christian? Hello, John Rutherford. Hello. I just want to give people some time to come in because I feel like people don't read the community section, and that's okay. It just kind of feels pointless for me to post in there. So let everybody roll in. Sorry, it's on subscribers only mode, but I don't want to be asked about my bobs and vagine by 50 different people, okay? Hey, Carl Hassel, it's so nice to see you, my friend. I hope you're doing good and all that stuff that you're making, that you're posting on X. Shit looks fire, bro, I'm not gonna lie. Hello, Genocide, so nice to see you. Thank you for sharing that information that you did about uh what was it, the Misfit Nomads? It's really interesting the other night in California's chat. I appreciate that. It's been 2 minutes. I'll wait a little bit longer. I never get or see community posts for anyone. Hello, Jandon. So nice to see you. It's been a long time. I mean, I don't know if there's a way to turn on notifications for community posts. I feel like you have to go look for them. So I don't want to ask people to do that. You know what I mean? Kind of feel like a dick. But I'm also not a fan of wasting my own time. So I know that people will, come in here and look. And I don't know what's up with this little crown thing that you guys are getting, like number one, number two. I'm not rating you that way, okay? I don't know what that is. Not me. I don't think that anybody's better than anybody else. So if anybody else is gonna come in, then that's great. And if not, that's fine. I guess while we're waiting, did anybody watch the Brian Kohlberg sentencing today? Anybody? That was wild. That was a total joke. New thing, lots of channels. Hello, Don Lambert. Is it? Yeah, that's weird, right? No, Michael Malloy, you're fine. This is like totally random. I have no intention of staying on long, but I say this every single time. Thank you, Jandon. Um, well, Aiden, I would go back and I would look. I would look. Let me see. There you go. You're good. Okay, I have to moderate you. Well, the whole thing is a shit show, but hello, Racine. The her girl, not her girl, one of their homegirls, she was like one of the first ones to give like victim impact statement, and she was just like hyperventilating and being so overdramatic, and it's like, girl, people didn't forget what you did. Come on now, like, ooh, e, e. And yeah, they were like joking about him getting gang raped in prison, and the people in the court were clapping and laughing, and it was a total fucking embarrassment. Besides two of the families, it was really bad. It was humiliating, and I hope that they file for the right to appeal and that it gets investigated. I hope that there's a proper investigation going on and that he, you know, gets the trial that I think that he deserves. That's how I feel about it because I don't think that he did it. So, so that's just me, and it's a hot take. A lot of people think I'm like a serial killer lover, and I'm like, get the fuck out, get the fuck out. Just looking at the facts and all the susness. Just looking at all the susness. But it was very long. It was like what, 3.5 hours? That was a lot. But that one chick hyperventilating and had to sit down. I'm like, honey, take a Xanax if you don't like public speaking. I get that it's stressful, but pipe it down. Hello, pretty good. Okay, cool. It's almost 5 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and just say what I have to say. Hello, Ramalama. Thank you. I was always I always say like I'm goth deep down, but you know, life changes. I had to go ahead and just dye it back black, so it is what it is. Whatever. I was trying to be normal with the blonde, honestly. I was like trying to fit in. Shame on me. I should have known it wasn't gonna last. Um, yeah, so I am not I don't know if I'm gonna go live before I move. That's literally the whole point of this because, again, the community section thing, people don't look, I'm not faulting you. However, I cannot promise that I am going to like do a normal live stream with the research again before I move. I I have to stay on schedule with the podcast or else I get way too behind. It's embarrassing how much time it takes me to record an episode because I do it on my phone. Um, and so I am always trying to play catch up with that, but everything is a mess. Like the entire house is a complete disaster. And quite frankly, I'm very stressed out. Oh, thanks, Meatball. I appreciate you. Hello. Um, it's very, very stressful and like I'm doing it, alone. So I'm obviously very stressed out about that. And yeah, this is the first time that I am moving away from the East Coast. So I just have a lot on my plate. I make no promises, no guarantees, but I have had people reach out to me asking me if I'm okay. Am I, quitting YouTube? This is not that one person. I've had multiple people contact me asking this, and I do appreciate it. I really appreciate people reaching out. It means a lot to me. And I don't want anybody to feel ignored. I've just my cup is full, and I mean, if I could, I would just rather choke on it. Jesus, yeet me out of here. But if I do go live, I would like everyone to vote. Oh, what do I give the vote on? Um, well, do, do, do. I'm not going to give you the vote. Well, maybe if I can get through the podcast to the point up to Epstein with Paul Krasner. You can pick Bernard Crow, which I think you should pick Bernard Crow. Hello, The Real John Doe, and hello, SM. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Um, I say pick Bernard Crow, or you can pick the Paul Krasner Epstein stuff. So I'm not going to put like a poll or anything in the community section because nobody looks. So I'm not going to do that. Fuck no, I'm not moving to Los Angeles. Excuse my language. No, absolutely not. No. Hell no. Hell to the no. No, that's not happening. I would rather put a campfire out with my face than move to LA. No offense to anybody in LA, but that's not happening. No, no. I'm not going to anywhere near LA. Thanks, but no thanks. So people can like leave a comment, whatever. If you put it in the chat, I will look at it on the replay. It's like really not a big deal. I just make no promises that I'm going to go live. Don't think that I have abandoned my channel. I have no intentions of abandoning my channel. And actually, I just told a really big lie because I will have to go live once on something completely unrelated, and I just remembered it. That you guys will have no vote on, but anything outside of that, but I'm not going to announce that. What do you mean an F-bomb? You haven't heard that in a hot minute? I've been cussing a lot. Anyways, it doesn't matter. It's fine. Um, this is why I shouldn't look at the chat. This is why the podcast is easier for me because I can just sit there and record and focus on the information. And this, I can also just sit here and bullshit with you guys. Excuse my language. If you guys want me to sit here and bullshit with you, I can do that too. But people expect information out of me. I'm not a streamer. I'm not someone here like doing the whole like personality thing. You know what I mean? I left LA after 15 years and it's Satan's Den, happier in the burbs. Yeah, no, I've I've been out there once and I'm good. I'm good. It was a real dump. No offense. It was a real dump. Uh I decided to walk where that like, the tourist strip is with like the Chinese theater. I don't really know if that's what it's called, but like and the stars on the street and stuff in the morning time, Figured it would be safe. Not safe. Not safe at any hour. Um, had a lot of people high on what I assumed to be stimulants approach me. Had someone try to touch me, and it was like 10 o'clock in the morning. That was real crazy. I was just going to try to find vape refills, but they don't sell menthol there, which should be illegal. That's another reason why I'm not moving there, is because they don't sell menthol, and that's not right. That's just wrong. Um, Let me see, like both info is great, but so is bullshitting. Hello, paralyzed to paralyze. LA is dirty and not safe. Yeah, no, LA is gross. It's gross. And no offense to anybody that lives out there. I get it. It's like a different lifestyle, different pace. Just not my bag. Just not my bag. You know? Just like I also feel the same way about Florida. Like I will never go to Florida ever again, and grew up there. So no, I'm not in Florida. I haven't been in Florida for some time. I'm good. I don't want to be in Florida. I feel the same way about Florida now too. Like Florida just kind of makes me laugh. I'm like, yeah, Florida deserves like the Florida man meme because that really is how it is down there. But I don't want to be in Florida either. So. No worries, mortuary wood chipper. Hello, Dave. Hi, Dana. They don't sell menthol vapes where I'm at. Just tuning in. That is so weird. I felt I felt wronged when I went to the 7-Eleven. I like walked. I was like, I'm gonna go get me some vape refills, and the guy looked at me like I was stupid. I'm like, what do you mean? I was like, where can I get menthol? And he's like, it's illegal in California. And I was like, are you fucking high? It's preposterous to me. Completely preposterous. So no, I'm good. But I am gonna have one live that I probably won't schedule. So I lied. But outside of that, I make no guarantees. I'm not abandoning the channel. Y'all are just gonna have to be patient with me because it's gonna take me a couple of days to get where I'm going. And that's fine. I've moved, alone many times, and I'm gonna do it again, and it'll be okay. Hello, Steve Sippos. I can still get them. They cost me more though. You got the black market hookup, Dave, because that's what's up. Where I'm going, I can still get menthol. So that's all I really care about. And thank you, Mortuary Wood Chipper. I decided to embrace the inner darkness, right? Because yeah, got a lot of weird anniversaries and memorials coming up, and I'm like, well, I feel dead inside anyway, so I might as well just go back to black, right? Cue the Amy Winehouse song, so that's fine. Trying to think if there's anything else. I could just sit here and bullshit with you guys, or I can fuck off. It doesn't really matter to me. It doesn't really matter to me. So I yeah. I just don't want people to think that I'm abandoning the channel. Once I move and like get moved in, which will be very quick, I'm gonna have my own office space. And I'm gonna be going live like all the time. Not all the time, but very often. Because I have a lot of backlogged research to show you guys. Hopefully, I will be able to provide some visual supplementation for things in the podcast that I have not been able to show on YouTube yet. So, because I want to be able to show you guys pics, like of who is it? Uh, Dirty Daniel, Dr. Fripp, that may or may not have had a illicit homosexual love affair with Prince. Ooh, is it Prince Eddie? I think it was Prince Eddie, right? It was Prince Eddie. Back in like the early 1900s. Like I want to be able to show you guys photos of them. Jandon, I've been in Georgia for a year. You prefer smoking cloves. I have not had a clove in a long time, and cloves remind me of those cherry car bombs that like you either like take the little lid off or you do the little smoke bomb. Ugh. Thank you, Steve Suppose. I love you guys back. I am not moving to Yonkers. That is absolutely not happening. And I am not going to be prowling around Untermeyer Park, but thank you for the offer. I think that I would have to go with armed security. So I like the California show on with Todd Wood. Oh yeah, I love Todd. We're working on a lot of stuff. So there's definitely going to be more. and then Todd will be the only one in a completely different time zone. So definitely going Jefferson's on us, please. I have no idea what you mean. Can you make a playlist for your music? SM, I do have a playlist, and actually I need to update it for the last episode. Um, it is in my link tree, I think, and it's also in the podcast description, the description of the show. Now, not the most recent episode, but the episode before that, that band, that album never got released, so I can't add the music to the playlist, which sucks. I ain't going to Puerto Rico. What the hell would I do in Puerto Rico? Look at me. No. Um, PNW has menthol. Uh, oh, hello. Hello, Jack Parsons. Hold on. What did I miss? Those Dejarum. Oh yeah, the Dejarum blacks were interesting. I was young, you know. I remember being goth, but less aesthetically pleasing goth in high school and being like, smoke these black cloves out of this little black box and be super cool. Thank you, Angel Pavlov's corn dog. I appreciate that. I have a Spotify channel of the music, guys. I have it. The playlist is there. But the last episode, which was about what? Oh, it was the realist part one. The last episode, I can't add the music because the songs were never released. I had to like hunt it down on YouTube. I had to hunt down the artist first, and then I had to hunt down the album, and then I had to record it off of YouTube and then put it into the podcast. But it is there. That old TV. Oh, okay. The Jeffersons. Yeah, no. I'm I'm going to the other coast, but I'm not going to California. No, my original hair color is blonde, but I feel like I look like God, what is his name? Crap, what is that movie where it's not a Q-tip. You guys know what I'm talking about. Where he gets struck by lightning and he's all white and pale. That's how I feel like I look. You know, I was trying to be normal. I was trying to like not be emo and goth, and then I'm just like Columbus discovered Puerto Rico. What's the topic of the day? Keep up the great research. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mercy Choke. And thank you, SM. I definitely appreciate that very much. Powder! Yes, it's powder. Thank you. Yes, it's powder. I feel like I look like powder. Oh, and thank you, Mortuary Wood Chipper. It's all good. Yeah, so thank you. I don't know why I was thinking of you, which is the rapper who literally has different skin pigmentation. Anyways, whatever. It's way too late. I should not be on here. Yeah, no, I look like powder. That is correct. That is absolutely correct. You know, I tried it. I tried it. A little bit too much maintenance, little too unnatural, the whole black and blonde thing. A lot of upkeep. So, I'm keeping it black. Plus it's healthier black, you know. Matches my soul. I said milk. Well, I will be I would like to be churning butter listening to Bigfoot podcast someday, but I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna die alone. But I bet that if I had access to that kind of food, it would probably be really good for my skin. Probably. But there's really no topic. I was basically just saying that I'm not abandoning the channel, but people keep asking. And if they want me to, you know, sit around and fuck around and find out, then I can. And you know, if people have something that they want to ask me or whatever, I mean, I guess do it now. Hello from Canada. Hello to Canada. Hello, hello. Took a second to realize it's Dana. Well, I mean, I still have the felonious tattoos, right? And totally chipped my nail polish while packing, which is great because I just painted my nails. So love that. No, I don't. Anyways, Bigfoot country is Oklahoma and Arkansas. Mm, mm, I know that there's like the triangle, but also there's places in the north and the west. I used to be really into Bigfoot, like hardcore. I don't remember all of it. What was it, the Emerald Triangle? Isn't it called the Emerald Triangle? Dana, have you read Mind War by Michael Aquino? Oh yeah, absolutely. I have definitely read it. It's very telling. There's other books that are very, very, very interesting. I'm trying to think of what is it, Peter Dale Scott? It's also very telling. There is a lot of mind war going on, though. I would agree. I would agree. I wouldn't be listening to Tulsi Gabbard since she literally worked for the psychological operations division. Wouldn't be listening to her talking about how the deep state is pushing back. Okay, let's go ahead and trust her, right? Let me see. You thought the movie was called Milk. Well, maybe you thought it was powdered milk. You wouldn't be completely far off. Emerald is pot. No, but there's the triangle with there's the triangle of spooky activity. It's in the northeast. I thought it was called the Emerald Triangle. Now I feel dumb. I'm pretty sure that it is called that though. Do we have a Discord? The second tier of the Patreon does have a Discord. Yes. And you will automatically get it in. Thank you, Crowned Anarchist. It's the Bridgewater Triangle, not Emerald. I wasn't even close. So nobody listened to me because I clearly don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I used to be able to like spout that stuff off like it was nothing. Like it was nothing. Shows what I know. If you don't use it, you lose it. That's what that is. I'm literally just going to sit here. Emerald Triangle is in northern Cali, southern Oregon, where most of the weed was grown until pretty recently. Damn, Parsons, you were right. Pacific Northwest West for sure, but Fook or Falk Monster is all here. Texarkana, North Louisiana. You know what I watched last night? The Town That Dreaded Sundown. The remake, not the original. I don't know why I enjoyed that movie so much. It's like, I mean, I don't love the remake. I enjoy the original, but just it's a good classic horror film. Tulsi Gabbard was a Hare Krishna. She had a controversial guru, even further cult. Yeah, absolutely. Do you think that her cult advisor is not being told about the struggles they're having with the deep state? I was listening to her. She was at some weird like uh what is that Turning Point USA CPAC? Like she's like, you guys, the deep state is really pushing back. You guys have no idea. We're really in, but it's really tough. And I'm like, this bitch is literally running a psyop on everybody right now. This is completely insane. Get out of here with this nonsense. Excuse my language. Hello, Reese Folkay. The original with Marianne. What are you talking about? The original Town of Dread Sundown? I haven't seen the original in a while. I am currently trying to procure a copy of Stephen Hurd's Appeals. Do you have access to this? No. Blue Clown Arcade. I have no access to anything of Stephen Hurd. I can't even find the original court transcripts because they don't exist, according to the internet. Because I would like to see what the transcripts say. So, Tulsi was in the Science of Identity cult. Yeah, yes, I would say she is. He, the Town That Dreaded Sundown is literally a predecessor to the Zodiac. That's how I feel too. I feel like it was very Zodiac vibes. Like, just the map. Yeah, it's like the hillbilly Zodiac. Yeah. Tulsi is totally deep state. Everybody's deep state. I don't get it. Politics is theater. I'm like, you guys aren't having fun. You guys aren't having a good time right now. Now see, here's my thing. I did not know that about powder, crypto, Sabbatean, Frankist, Jacobinism. Thank you for telling me. Um, I the stuff with the Epstein files and and what's her face, Pam Bondi, and Cash App Patel, and Bongino, whatever the fuck his name is, and Tulsi Gabbard, and the stuff with the deep state, and then you got like Hunter going on this podcast saying some really wild stuff. This is why I don't get like emotionally invested in politicians because there's a lot of people, and I feel bad for some of them that are like They feel worn down, and I don't blame them. But then there's also the other part of me that's like, don't be gullible. Most of you guys are older than me. Politicians don't save anybody but themselves. So, are we having fun yet? Because I am, because I'm just laughing. Mandingo? Yeah, you have to laugh. You literally have to laugh. Like, we go from, there's thousands of videos with Epstein to, it's a conspiracy theory started by the other team, and it's just like, and then Hunter Biden coming out looking semi-lucid, saying some really crazy stuff. I mean, yeah, he was talking about the difference between like crack and cocaine, but also like what, like he said something like he thinks the Obama should be arrested or something. I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? You have to laugh, guys. Life is too short. Don't be invested. Don't be invested in these people. They're not invested. There's it's a lot of tomfoolery. Quite frankly, I'm just waiting for a nuke. It's completely out of pocket. It is absolutely out of pocket. I'm not trusting the plan. I'm not trusting the plan at all. No, I never said I was. I never said I was. But there's a lot of people that are really butthurt, and I'm just like, well, that's what you guys get for trusting a bunch of Scientology adjacent, not deep state, white hat people who ultimately only want to protect themselves. But I did see that old RFK, HHS, whatever, they did release a statement about the organ procurement thing, which I think is important. I think that that's an important discussion to have. Still don't want to go to your Scientology funny farm, Robbie, but I do think that the organ harvesting conversation is an important one to have because that's real dark. And a lot of crazy shit goes on with that I have absolutely no interest. That's why I'm not getting one of the reasons why I'm not getting back into healthcare. Yeah, yeah. It's the 11-degree underwater test plan. Yeah, it's I'm just like, but people are going to continue to fall for it. They're going to continue to follow the metaphorical carrot that gets dangled in front of them. I don't know what people expect. I don't really know. What do people expect? Have you ever thought on going to vacation and getting away from the insanity that is going on in the US? Where the hell would I go? Hey, I don't have any money. Like, it's part of the reason why I'm moving. Hello, corn dip. Um, I have no money. So, I'm doing what I have to do. And that's okay. It's life. You have ebbs and flows and whatever. But like I can't, you know, the vacation that I went on, it's been like 2 months now. Like, that was somebody being very kind and, helping me get a break from the insanity stuff with my mom, which I'm very grateful for, but I ain't got no money. Where am I supposed to get some money from? Hmm? Because don't people be coming in the chat asking, well, where's your OnlyFans, Bob's and Vagine? Because that ain't gonna happen either. Oh, well, thank you, Corndev. I appreciate that. Let me see. I already have a carrot. I don't need the government's infrastructure of me on top of that. Hail, children of the corn. Turn off the internet and the madness goes away. I promise. Come to Bavaria. I don't even know where Bavaria is. I have no money, so I work a lot. And oh, okay, I'm trying to catch up right there. I don't know where Bavaria is. Don't you guys have chocolate or coffee? I'm probably being racist and I'm not trying to. The world is going insane. Absolutely. Oh, thank you, persons. I appreciate that. Oh, Bavaria's old Germany. That would be nice. I would like to go to Germany. I really, really, really would like to visit there before I die. So maybe someday. I don't know. I just don't think that I can, I don't know, I can't do I even feel guilty, like, or weird wasting people's time with this, you know? Like, I can't do like a weird grifting thing. Guess I could try. I don't really know what I would grift for. Fuck if I know. Excuse my language. No, I don't even know what I would do there. I want to go to Egypt. Oh, yeah, that would be very cool. Thank you very much, Silent G. Egypt would be cool. Feel like, I don't know, you might get stuck out there though. Eastern Europe. I feel like I would get stuck out there. I don't know. I don't know why. I would need a bodyguard, you know what I mean? I've been working since I was 16. Shit, no money here either. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's it is what it is. I have no money. I gotta, I gotta go. I gotta do what I gotta do that's best for the situation. And at least I'm not coming on here starting drama to get money. I totally could, and then nobody would like me, but I could if I wanted to. And I'm gonna shut up. Someday, someday on my other channel that is sitting there for a reason, waiting. Someday I'm gonna lay out all the tea, all the tea. I'm gonna lay out everything, and I'm gonna be so petty about it. And it's gonna be really fun. I'm gonna have a really fun time with it. It'll be nice. And work harder. Yes, well, thank you, Mercy Choke. And yeah, no, I mean, I need to, right? I get that. I need to. What's my blue? What the hell is a blue page? What is that? Is that OnlyFans? Because I don't have one, and I'm never going to. Someone tried to, oh, okay. All right, I'm making sure. 3D brewing the Louisiane one day. I don't know what you mean. Um, Someone did try to make a little skank account of me. No, no, you know what? Fuck this. I'm gonna say how I feel, okay? I'm gonna keep it 100. I am kink shaming everybody. I'm kink shaming you, okay? Because there's just too much weird stuff out there. I'm sorry. I watched this really weird like documentary about Melanie Martinez. She's some musician. I don't even know how it showed up in my feed, but the girl who was doing the video was very attractive and caught my attention, and she was very well spoken. And so she's talking about like this age play, and I'm just like, you know what? Fuck this. We're kink shaming everybody. We're kink shaming, okay? Like it's you wanna get slapped around a little bit, like whatever, that's your business. But I'm sorry, after what we read in Nicholas Shrek, aka Barry with no hairs book, his dad, the whole like locks, I'm still not over that. And the cream cheese, not over it. I don't think I'm ever gonna be. Um, and then the deep dive on like age stuff, I'm just like, "Ugh, blow, blow my brains out. No, so it's hello, Margaret, literally. We're kink shaming. I'm kink shaming everybody. I don't care what you're into. I'm kink shaming. I have stuff that I'm into. It doesn't matter. A, I'm gonna die alone. B, it doesn't fucking matter. But kink shame. Kink shame. People should not feel so confident about that stuff. And I saw this documentary about like the Bonnie chick that ended up on the Andrew Tate show, and I'm just like, it's a wild time to be alive. That Bonnie Blue went on Andrew Tate. Come on now. Yes, you should be able to bully people. We should shame people. Yes. Metzger mentioned me again. Where did he mention me? Also, the people that said that I was mentioned on Joe Rogan, you fucking lied. You lied. So, because I listened to the episode, Metzger's a funny guy. Yeah, I like that he like took Joe like down a couple rabbit holes. It was actually very entertaining. Um, and that made Joe tolerable. Otherwise, I really don't listen to Joe unless it's Tim Dillon. My true love. I love that fat Um, yeah, there's no timestamp. Nobody ever gave me that. So, yep, you can shame the furries too. Yep, you can shame furries. Absolutely. Oh, thank you. Pretty good. I appreciate that. And thank you, Conspiracy Carpenter. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. Um, oh, well, thank you, Silent G. I appreciate that. Off topic, last year I came across some Temple of Set related stuff, and to make a long story short, there's an AI project manager at Google who's in the inner core of their Order of the Trapezoid. Ooh, ooh. Do you know their name? You don't have to like dox them, but I'm very curious. I'm very curious. I'm very curious. Not sure where it was. Noted Hollis Keith. Hollis Keith, I trust you. I know you're cool, man. So if you said it, that's fine. But there were other people that said the whole Joe Rogan thing, and I listened to the episode. He didn't mention me, so I think people were just stringing me, which is fine. Whatever. But I'm not gonna believe anybody anymore when they say that. That would be great, Crowned Anarchist. I'm very curious because. mm, I'll be coming back to Aquino. I realize it's a topic that I need to revisit. And also something else that I was looking at brought up the was it Oak Hill Naval Hospital that Hubbs was at that I connected to the Presidio when I was laying out my argument that I think that Hubbard is Aquino's father. So then that kind of got me going back down the Aquino rabbit hole again, so that would be beautiful. Tangential. The Mormons in my city are off the chain. I'm almost certain they're getting stalking me. I was literally assaulted 3 times by 1 o'clock. Turned out to be my manager. It's talk to text has you sounding super sane, proxy party. Talk to text is absolutely working out in your favor. If it is your manager, that's really weird. I have no idea. I heard Joe Rogan and Jared Leto are cousins. Are they really? No, that would be weird. I don't know that I believe that. I would need to see some genealogy. Talk to text is hilarious. That's why I don't use it. Plus, I'm really paranoid about Siri listening to me because I say a lot of dumb stuff and I sound like a hillbilly. Uh, I would need to see some genealogy on that. They're they're on the upstairs phone. Get out of the house. Well, I don't have an upstairs, thankfully. So, um, I don't think that there's a lot of Scientologists where I'm going. I guess I'll find out. Not that it really matters. Pretty sure that there's a cult in my backyard or a CIA black site. I'm pretty sure it's a combination of both. They rotate from being abandoned to running church services. Don't really believe that that's what they're doing. So, nice appearance on Walter. Okay, well, hello, D. Sacone. I appreciate that. Can someone send me timestamps? Can I get links? Can I get something? Because again, people said that he dropped me on like, and I'm not going on fucking Joe Rogan. I have no disillusions about any of that, nor do I want to. But I'm just curious what people say. And there was nothing on the Joe Rogan thing, which was kind of annoying. Everyone was connected to Andy Warhol and the factory. That goes all the way back to I've almost got von Hilsheimer and John Brockman. Yeah, gets really ugly. Gets really ugly. Literally goes from Warhol to Epstein. Not even kidding. It's not celebrity debate mat, which with me and Whitney what the technocracy. I'm not gonna debate that broad. That is absolutely not happening because I would literally just hound her about omitting Scientology from her book. I'd love to watch Dana smoke Whitney Webb. I just nope, that's not gonna happen, guys. Sorry, that's not gonna happen. But can I be honest? Should I be honest? Fuck. I don't really know if I should. I don't like to toot my own horn, but I don't know. This is it okay, hold up, proxy party straight up. Is it in retrograde? Is it retrograde right now? Because if it is, I was joking about that. earlier today. I was like, well, I dyed my hair black, so I may be having an existential crisis. Or, and the other person said Mercury could be in Gatorade. And I said, yeah, Mercury could be in Gatorade. Yeah, she definitely comes from a very affluent family, but I'm on it. I'll do it for you. Um, well, it's just weird to me that like kind of I didn't get a lot of traction for it was a lot of traction for me, right, on X or Twitter, when I inquired and made like a very short thread showing that the Khashoggis are tied to Scientology. Intergenerationally, the Khashoggis are, and that there's an argument, especially with RFK, his ties with Robert Maxwell's ties, there's a lot there. And then all of the weird Scientology stuff surrounding, not surrounding, but I would argue adjacent to Zorro Ranch. And so I had just kind of like brought these things up in a thread, and a lot of people had shared it and retweeted it and whatnot. And I'm not saying that I was the impetus because I know that some people take a really long time to write their articles and put out their research, but like, isn't it weird that Unlimited Hangout then, released this stuff about like Scientology and L. Ron Hubbard? Yeah. So, uh, whatever, whatever. Was it because of me? I don't know, doubtful, but the person who wrote that article said that they didn't know about the Khashoggi's connection to Scientology. That's kind of weird when the person that you're working for wrote the book on Iran-Contra and Epstein, and no one is talking about the fucking Scientology connection. But I digress. And yes, they do absolutely have connections with very high-ranking Mormons. That is absolutely correct. Yep. LDS Abuse sent me some fascinating documentation about that. I think it was early last year, and we looked through the newspaper archives together, and you can see photos of them breaking ground. So I think it's very fascinating. But, who am I but a humble hillbilly in the woods, right? Why would someone on a show called Unlimited Hangout, listen to me when I'm sitting here going, hey, look at all this shit where you can see the Khashoggis. And the Khashoggis are connected to fucking CCHR today. Today. But I'll just go fuck myself, right? So it's fine. Everybody's like, you should have more subscribers. And I'm like, I'm gonna go walk into traffic. How about them apples? Because you're telling me something that I don't know. I have no idea. Oh, well, that's, I'm not telling people who to listen to, what to listen to, anything like that. It's just, you know, I have very strong feelings about her in general. So, whatever. But I'm not sitting out here like fighting the technocracy, okay? I'm good. That's her bag. She can go off. Go off, queen. Do your thing. A lot of crazy rumors on X though that she's working for the CIA. See a lot of people making those comments asking her about that or the DIA. So I didn't say it. It's on X. People say lots of crazy stuff. People call me a prostitute, a Satanist, a processian. Uh, Gosh, what else have they said? So they've said I'm a Scientologist. They've said I'm a Pizzagate Scientologist. I don't know what that means. People say a lot of crazy stuff. So just some food for thought. Just some food for thought. You know. Well, I mean, dendritic fractals, I don't know. Yeah. There's a, yeah, I don't know. I can't comment on it, but it's not my place. Dana, something weird. The Zorro Trust, holder of the Zorro Ranch, won an $85 million lottery prize out of Oklahoma in '08. Odd, no, that place is like an industrial grade ventilation system. Freaky. Oh, yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, very strange. Very strange. No, not an LPN, registered nurse. Not a licensed practical nurse. Very, very different. Different scope of practice. Not hating on the LPNs at all, but no, registered. Um, the stuff with Zora Ranch is weird, especially in consideration of the proximity to Trementina, which I'm gonna tell you guys something weird, and then I'll probably just like get off of here. No, I'm not asking anybody for money. I appreciate that. I'm not asking anybody for money. It's not my bag. But so Laura Loomer, I like to call her Laura Gooner. I can't stand her. But she's like a right-wing influencer for those who don't know. She has a really big head. Not hating on you girls, so do I. I don't like your politics, but hey, I have a big head too, so I get it. Um, However, she made this really clickbaity sort of post of like, oh, Blondie's not getting released the Epstein files, and so now I'm going to talk about her Scientology ties, and people should Google David Miscavige and Scientology as the over me, and where's Shelley? And so I started posting stuff in response to this, and I'm like, first off, Clearwater is not their headquarters. That is like A, Scientology propaganda, B, ex-Scientology propaganda, C, you're not sitting here breaking down anything factually about Bondi being funded by the church. Also, why is nobody, literally nobody, giving RFK a hard time about his connections to the church through Scientology directly with their little link up of the GMO activism bullshit, and also the NOI stuff, right? Because that was all happening at the same time too. You go, Leah, Little Miss Claw Nails, Boss Queen, linking all of that up, not targeting ethnic minorities at all. Um, and stuff with the Don. Because the Don, one of the only things, I think it was the only thing, and I could be wrong, so don't at me. I know one of the big things that he funded during 9/11 was like the purification rundown for the firefighters. Completely fucking ridiculous. Um, or, Alex Jones's ties. Like, why are you being selective on this? B, according to everybody, Shelley Miscavige isn't missing. She's not missing. People have shown on the map where she's at. Imagine that. And for some reason, and I have a pretty good idea as to why, people like to push the propaganda of Clearwater is their headquarters because, like, oh, they're everywhere in Clearwater. There's like all these empty buildings. So that's like their biggest real estate holding. The fuck it is. It's in New Mexico. It's in Trementina. That's where the money is. Follow the money, right? And if you follow the money is in Trementina. So why is someone with that big of a platform and she's friends with Trump pushing this BS? Like, I get it. People don't have to like Bondi. I don't like Bondi. I don't like any of these people. But I make this threat and I wake up the next morning and I'm getting ratioed by bots. Like, not just porn bots, I'm getting ratioed by like abandoned accounts. I'm getting ratioed by some porn bots, a lot of Bitcoin bots. And I think I got like, what was it? The most retweets ever. It's like 700 retweets, which throttled the whole like algorithm and made it look like spam. And it's never happened before. And it was all because of what? Talking about the factual stuff and tagging it on one of Donald Trump's friends and also a right wing influencer and major fucking grifters page. Like, come on. It was the most ridiculous thing ever. I just felt like I needed to say that because I don't want people to go and start re-liking or retweeting that because it went on like that for like 2 days, where it made it look like spam. So it looked like what I was posting was not factual, even though I had all of the receipts. I have like the flight, not the Epstein flight logs, but there are ways to access flight logs from Trementina where they have their own little like landing strip, right? They have their own little mini airport. I know who owns those planes. I know lots of stuff. There's lots of really, really, really interesting stuff. And so you just gotta wonder why nobody talks about that. So because they're ultimately protecting the assets of the church? Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, gotta follow the money. Do you get many friend requests from dead accounts more than usual? I didn't get any friend requests for that. I don't have Facebook, so I don't get friend requests for anything. Mm-mm. I don't get friend requests for anything. It was just like retweets, people reposting, but it was literally like hundreds. I would walk away for an hour and it would be like, you have 75 new notifications, and it was all those, and I'm clicking on the accounts, and I'm like, these are dead accounts, or these are like Bitcoin bots, and I'm like, what the hell is happening? And so I took a couple screenshots, and people were like, oh yeah, no, this is like they're throttling your post to make it look like spam, which is bullshit. But it makes sense that Elon Musk's algorithm would protect the interests of Scientology as well. I just know I'd question Blow Drill on what he did when he was in. I have no idea. I have no clue. No clue. It's not a question that I can answer. What what did we talk about in the last failed Patreon live that someone brought up some questions about that, right? So Clearwater is like a Potemkin village and functions as a decoy to run interference for Trementina. Well, let's say this. Hmm, I don't really know how to say it. In my opinion, if you follow the money, Scientology, Clearwater is their public consumption headquarters, right? So, that's where people look. You've got like the celebrity stuff in LA, but then you've got like Clearwater. And it's like that's where all the stuff is going on, right? Partially thanks to Leah Remini's bullshit, right? Her propaganda. But nobody's really looking in New Mexico at Trementina, right? Nobody's really looking at the Church of Spiritual Technology, the Church of Religious Technology, or the Religious Technology Center, whatever the fuck it's called. I know CST, Church of Spiritual Technology. That's where you gotta look, is the money, right? Gotta look at them. But nobody wants to, and I think it is because of, in my personal opinion, besides protecting the bottom line of the church, people also don't want to look at the proximity to Zorro Ranch, right? Don't want to look at the proximity to Zorro Ranch because that's really inconvenient. Because then you gotta wonder. Because the stuff with the lease on Zorro Ranch, well, I mean, the lease in perpetuity for life, is tied into a lot of very strange government politics in New Mexico. Gotta wonder. Well, I don't know that it's hard to explain Mercy Choke. I've got a couple threads on it. Oh, thank you, Mortuary. And hear Trump's speech today on the future of AI? No, I did not. I did not hear the Don talk about the future of AI. No. The terrorist training. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. I'm talking about Trementina, Scientology's Trementina. So Mercy Choke, I don't know if you're on my X, but I have a few posts about it. It's when you fly over it, there's pictures where you can see like the weird spoopy designs. I don't know why I'm doing this with my hands. It's like some weird alien space design, like I don't know, like Zoltan. Like Zoltan, yeah. I should put on a bubble what is it, the bubble suits? I love that movie so much. Salty. That's what it reminds me of. Okay, you don't have Twitter. I'll pull it up. CST is the legal power seat of the cult. I'm glad to hear you shine a spotlight in that direction. Thank you, Powerless to Paralyze. Because yes, it is. Because you have to look at the money. And that's where the money is. I'm not just basing it off of the weird technology that they have. Why do they have an underground base there? They can say it is to record old Hub's recordings for when he comes back. No, it's not. Just like, why was Best Friends using enough electricity to run a small town, but nothing was there at that time? It's because they were running things underground, right? That's why. That's why. I have to go back here really quick. Eric Weinstein did an interview calling out Jeff Steen's connections to the Harvard Math Division, basically said that he was a constructed character placed to gatekeep breakthroughs in physics. I would trust Eric Weinstein without, I wouldn't trust Eric Weinstein at all. At all. Weinstein is sus as fuck. Sorry. I'm good. And this whole, like, Epstein was just hanging out, being a goon talking about pussy to a bunch of scientists. It's like, We all know that he was a transhumanist and he wanted to like spawn his race, just like Elon Musk wants to spawn his race, right? All these people are really into transhumanism. Yeah, very into transhumanism. They have a lot of money. That gets that accomplished, right? So let's look at this logistically. I don't think that anybody was in there just gooning it out. CST symbol, Vesica Pisces with Crowley's air element diamond symbol in the center. Thank you, because I was literally just out here like doing Sultan, because that was the only thing that came to my mind was Sultan. Elon's got at least 12 kids. I have no idea. No clue. Probably a lot more. And then we've got Epstein's little farm. Who knows what other weirdo's gonna have a farm of babies? Maybe Diddy someday, right? Maybe Diddy someday. Maybe we'll find that out. Maybe there's another farm. Because these people all want to live forever. But if you're listening to the podcast, then you would know that because this stuff goes way, way back with these people. And it is going to lead straight into like Epstein stuff. And I'm not into like the clickbaity Epstein stuff. I think that the transhumanism angle is really important. It's really interesting as well. If you guys have been on my channel for a long time, I read you guys like the UNESCO founding papers like 2 years ago. Like I will sit there and read all that crap. It's very interesting to me. And this new angle that I'm looking at of the humanist movement, humanitas, these ethical societies, things like that. It's a new angle for me, but it all tracks, right? It's under the guise of humanism, under the guise of we're being ethical. We don't need religion, except for the religion is that we want to live forever and we want to know everything. We're just not telling you that, right? You're going to be a free thinker. Yeah? You can just be what did this person say? Hello, Andrew B. That air symbol is part of Crowley's lesser ritual of the hexagram, known as LRH and OTO circles. Okay. Lesser ritual of hexagram, LRH, that tracks. Wasn't Elon's grandpa part of occultism variety, early transhumanist stuff, I think? Probably. Probably. Wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, the singularity. God, what show was I watching that today's got me on? The Bear. They were all sitting around asking each other what they were afraid of. And everybody's like being really honest, like these deep-seated fears from like their childhood. And then one guy was like, I'm afraid of the singularity. And I was like, I feel that so much in my soul, bro. I feel it deep in my soul. It made me laugh so hard. I was like, oh God, bless the writers of this show. Because I'm scared of the singularity too. I mean, I'm not scared of it. I always have the option to walk out into traffic, which may or may not happen. Who really knows? Again, I make no promises. I make no promises for anything, except for the fact that I am not abandoning my channel. That's all I can guarantee you guys. But I think that I have run along this for now. And I think I'm just gonna leave it here for now. When I'll be back, I have no idea. Like I said, I think I've got one live stream that I really need to do. And then I think, people can just I will force you if you click on it to look at the Bernard Crow stuff because it's just a really important angle that has been overlooked, and I feel like they did Crow really dirty, and I think that this is also bolstering the argument of racial tensions, which is something that I've been discussing with Hollis Keith, especially like the Congress of Racial Equality. That has just now come into the picture with the George von Hillsheimer stuff. I think that the weaponization of racial tensions, especially, throughout this era, like counterculture, I think it's a really important thing to talk about. And they fucked over my boy Bernard Crow, right? And they used him to fuck over Charles Manson, right? But we all know that Vincent Bugliosi was trash. You just gotta wonder why Tom, Power Bottom for Satan, why he left that out of his book. I have no idea. I have no clue. No, uh, I'm not moving to Oregon. No, not moving to Oregon. But I'm also not moving to LA. So I guess you'll find out if I ever decide to tell anybody, which I probably won't. I don't think I'm gonna tell anybody where I'm going. I don't really want anybody to know. Maybe I am going to LA. Who knows? I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.